Do you know you can actually grow your portfolio and still make money in a bear market? Yes. Why a bear market is actually very risky when it comes to trading Nigerian stock. I want to show you what I do and how I actually profit from a bear market and how I actually pick stocks too. So this video is going to be very detailed, and I'm going to split this video into two sections. So this is the first one where I will look at how to buy Nigerian stocks in a bear market for short-term trading. Then the second video would be how to buy Nigerian stocks in a bear market for long-term investor. So this video is dedicated to traders. People are looking to enter the market for short-term trading. Then the next video, which is the part two section, before people that want to invest in the market for long term. Now, this is an uncommon strategy. And guess what? I've been using this strategy for a very long time, and it works like magic. And I'll show you what I do when the overall stock market is going down, when everybody is selling, people are running away. I'll tell you the contrarian approach that I use to enter the market and still buy few stocks that has the tendency or the potential of still going up or chance of going up. Sorry. So here is a video that will share uncommon strategies to achieve superior return in both short term and long term. So if you're going to invest in the market for short term, maybe you want to hold your stock for like 3 months, 6 months to 12 months, and the overall market is not looking good, I still want to tell you what to do. So I'll just show you a glimpse of how I enter the market, how I buy stocks, and then you will now see examples of few companies that I currently have in my portfolio. And although some of them have moved, but my video is more of an educational video than recommendation. If you are interested in entering these stocks when I recommend them, make sure you join my community because by next month into November, we will be looking at Nigerian stocks to buy for 2026. I'm excited. I've been researching the market, I've been looking at few stocks, and then I want to tell you stocks to buy in 2026 ahead the new year. So please, if you're here to join Glufolio community, kindly hit the subscription button, turn notification bell, go to www.glufolio.com/subscribe. You'll find that in the description section. Join our community because I'm preparing everybody for the next year. Nigerian stocks to buy for 2026. Go and check our 2025 results. 2026 is going to be bigger. So let's continue. Now, as usual, the ideas shared in this video are based on my personal research and calculation. Kindly do your due diligence before you invest in any company stock. And please note that the stock market comes with a lot of risk due to uncertainties, and make sure you vet my recommendation based on your risk profile. Now, building a profitable portfolio requires strategy and insights not available to everyone. One thing I keep telling people is that if everybody has access to the same information in the stock markets, then nobody is going to profit from each, like nobody's going to profit from each other. Why did I say so? It means that we are all going to be moving in one direction. If everyone knows that a stock will go up, right? Okay, Zenith Bank is going to go up. Everybody knows this clearly. The question is who will buy at the lower end of the market, who will buy at the top of the market. And so the truth is that the market can never be efficient. Do you understand? There will always be inefficiency. That's why you see some stocks being mispriced. Why? Because some people have different opinion about that stock, while some has another opinion about the stock. So you see that stock being mispriced. It's not left for you to look at who is winning. That's why I usually pay attention to institutional investors in the market because they are actually the market mover. So I don't trade like a retail trader, even though the cash I have in the market may not be as big as institutional investors, but my mindset helped me to position myself like they do in the market. So, like I said, if everyone knows that the stock will go up, nobody will sell. And if no one is selling the stock, then how do you buy cheap and buy low? That's the point. So if everybody knows that the stock will go up, it's not that means you can't buy low because people you want to buy from will definitely want to withhold that stock because they know that the stock is going to go up. So after all, you make more money in the stock market consistently when you master how to buy low and sell high. So if you truly you make money by buying low and selling high, then it means that you must find a way to enter the market at the bottom level. You must find a way to enter the market early before others. That's why I said you must learn an insight. You must get an idea of an insight not available, because the same stock that you're buying at the lower end of the market, some people are selling it because they think it will go down. If they have access to the same information like you, then they will sell to you, because people are in the market to make money. So why would I sell a stock that I know will go up? So the reason why they are selling it to you is because they feel that the stock will go down, or they don't find any reason why that stock is attractive anymore. Now, you that you are entering the market is because you have seen something that they are not seeing. So that insight that is not available to anyone or everyone that makes you buy low and sell high is what you should stick to in the market. So now I want to share, and I have a lot of them in the market. So this one I'm sharing right now is just one of the oldest strategy. It's very old. Now, the reason it's very old is that I've not really been using it because the Nigerian stock market have largely been in an uptrend every now and then. So even if I use it, it will still give me good stock. But I'd rather use the one I teach in my ETC section, which is how to buy at the bottom of the market. But what if all the stocks are going up and the market is about to tank? How do you enter the market? So, because in that model, you will most likely be buying high and sell higher. You buy high and sell higher. Buy high and sell higher is not a formal strategy. Buy high and sell higher means that you still have access to certain information or certain detail that tells you that the company will most likely surge higher in the market. So let's continue with our section. So in this video, I want to teach you how to buy Nigerian stocks when the broad market is down. How to buy Nigerian stocks when the overall market is down or prime for significant drop. So, like I said, I will address the two players in the market in two series, the long-term investors and the short-term traders. So this particular video is for short-term traders. When they tell you the Nigerian stock market is going down, there's a sell-off in the market, what do you do? Do you run, or do you find or tweak your strategy to still find few companies that will most likely do well? So a bear market it's a period in the Nigerian stock market. So you need to understand what a bear market is. It's a period in the Nigerian stock market where we have more losing stock or more stocks losing value, with price closing in the red zone, top losers frequently. So you see that we have more stocks losing value. By the time you check market news for the day, Nigerian stock market shared, Nigerian stock market lost 300 billion. Nigerian stock market lost 400 billion. Nigerian stock market lost 50 billion. Nigerian stock market went down by 2%. The NSE All Share Index shared 24. You see, the news is always making people fear. Like people are scared. They are flashing fear. They are there to ignite fear. You see, the Nigerian stock market has lost 500 billion in the last 1 month. And then fear. I hope my money is safe. I hope my money is safe. Calm down. We have a lot of sellers in control of the market at that moment. After a long month of bull run and price appreciation. Now, it is normal. Markets will never go up in a straight line forever. In the Nigerian stock market, you would always have the period where the market is going up, coming down. So we call it wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down. So the market has been in a long wave. So normally, this is normal for market. It's normal for market to pull back, right? So this is like a wave down period in the market. So the question is, if this market dumps, like we see here, the market has pulled back significantly after reaching a high of 146,000 basis points. So this is since August. That means the whole of most of September were a bit bullish, but then the market did not retest its previous high. So this looks like a lower high coming soon. That's if you're familiar with market structure, so we call lower high. So if this high here is higher than this previous high, so it means that the buyers are not strong enough to take the market to a new high, and that means they will most likely be giving up to sellers. So this like me projecting that what if the market turns bearish? What if we see a bearish market? What should you do? How do I buy stock? It is usually risky to buy stocks in the bear market. Let me be very clear with you. This strategy is not for the beginners. It's not for the faint-hearted. You must be a professional. You must have had experiences. You must understand what it takes to enter the market when a significant number of stocks are dropping. So, but I want to share an insight that you can use to build on your own strategy. Maybe when I share the insights, you can now build on it to create your own strategy so that when the market turns bearish, you won't be scared. Rather, you'll be looking for few stocks that still has the potential of going up, even when most of the stocks are going down. So here's what I do as a short-term trader when I'm in the market. So here is one strategy I started using to buy stocks in Nigerian stock market long time ago. It's been long and it's still working today. Like I told you, this works when the overall market is bearish, when market are down. But you don't want to, you just want to focus on the few companies in the market. First model, when the market is down, when you see that the Nigerian stock market is tanking, people are selling off. Like I said, what exactly is the reason why people are selling off? Because the price is going down because we have a lot of sellers in control of the market. So what makes a stock go up is when you have more buyers than sellers. Now, that means more buying volume in the market. What makes a stock dump is when you have more selling volume in the market. So price is largely influenced by demand and supply in the market. So when you have more supply, then price most likely. Now, if that supply is now extended because the market had been going through a massive appreciation, people want to take profits, then that sell-off seems like one that will run for like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Then you have to be very careful. So because price will most likely dump. Now, if you are not going to be buying stock in a bear market, what should you be looking at? You should first look at stocks that are touching new month high. New month high. In a period where everybody is selling, stocks are dumping, and there is a particular stock you saw, and that stock is reaching new month high, meaning that that price that the stock is trading is the highest price in the last 1 month. Because by common sense, this stock should be going down. This stock should also at least follow the overall market. But what is happening is that this particular company is reaching new month high. That means while other stocks are dumping, this stock is appreciating, not just appreciating. Please note this part. It's not about the stock appreciating, but reaching a new month high. That means the stock is reaching a high that it has never touched before in the last 1 month, in the last 3 months, and in the last 6 months. So when you see a stock reaching new high in the last 1 month, in the last 3 months, and in the last 6 months, the same period where the overall market is dropping, then that stock should be looked into. Now, I'm going to share examples of stocks like this. Like I said, my videos are educational and practical. Now, between March 2024 and December between March 2024 and December, let me show you that period in the market. Yes, this is it here. Between this period, let me mark my key level right here. This is the NSE All Share Index right here. So you can see how the market touched a high of 106,000 basis points in February. And then in March, you see how the market started dumping. From then, the market dumped to a low of 95,000. You can see this period here. So this is like a pullback. You can see how the market is pulling back. So within this period, if you're not careful, you will think that a lot of stocks are steady. We made a lot of money within this period. For those that joined Glufolio last year, you can check what happened to our NSE G30 stocks. We made a lot of money. We outperformed the market clearly. And I usually say that the bulk of the return or the gain the market recorded in 2024 were between January and February. That from February to December, we didn't see much appreciation. You can see this is December. So you can see December period was 99,000 basis points. So we didn't see any significant appreciation between March to December. The market was largely down. And then the market delivered 37% in the whole of 2024. So that means the bulk of the gain that the market recorded in 2024 was in January. You can see in January how the market shot higher by 13% in just a single month like that. So what happened is within this period when the market was down, one stock was surging higher within that particular period. Now, not the date. That's March to December. And what was that stock? It was bigger stock. It was bigger stock between, look at it here. You can see this is March. March is around this region. You can see from March to December, Jesus Beta stock went from 58 naira, although we have entered Jesus Beta around 30 something naira. But using that model, I saw another opportunity on Jesus Beta stock. For those that follow my YouTube channel, YouTube video, I even posted it sometimes ago, how to buy high and sell higher. It's on my YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel, I talked about how to buy high and sell higher. Let me see if I can find that video on my YouTube to quickly show you. That was when I posted videos on Julius Bella stock. So I'm looking at that right now. So let's see if you can find that video, how to buy high and sell higher. So I'm just telling you that this model is one that I've been using many times, especially when the market is down. So let's quickly look at it here. So you find that video on my YouTube. I'm trying to get that stock. I'm trying to get that stock. Let's look at the market. Trying to look at that particular. Yes, this is it. This is it. Sorry about that. So you can see how I buy Nigerian stocks high and sell higher. You can see here, that was 1 year ago. So this was Julius Bella stock. This is it here. You can see I use that model on this. So you can go watch this video after this particular one that I'm sharing with you. So you will see more of that model and some of the things I watch out for before I buy Nigerian stock. So the stock went from 58 naira to reach a high of 169. So you can see the period March 2024 to December, the same period that the overall market was down. The stock did over 100% in the market. You can see here, March to December, the market was down while the stock was going up. Why? Because I focus on stocks that are touching new high. Now, one simple way to explain it is that these are stocks that are moving in opposite direction. These are stocks that are beating or that are not moving in line with the overall market. These are uncommon stocks. Why? Why the overall market is attracting a lot of sellers? Specific stocks like this are attracting more demand than supply because this stock is supposed to go down. Now, the moment you find this kind of stock, because what makes them to hit new high is because they are attracting more buyers. They are attracting institutional investors. They are attracting more volume in the market. So you will now begin to investigate why is this stock going up? Then you look at the financial statement of that company. You now begin to probe the financial statement. What is happening? Why is this stock going high? Why is this stock hitting 1 month high, 2 month high, and 3 month high? Then you begin to check for certain information, especially macro data. So when you look at the financial statements, you want to see if they are benefiting from macroeconomic events within that particular period of time. That's what you're interested in. So financial statements are not meant to project a stock. Financial statements are meant to validate the impact of macroeconomic events on that company's. It's as simple as that. Many of you that are looking at financial statement thinking, oh, you want to use to project, to forecast. Financial statements are largely historical. Whatever you're seeing on that paper is historical. They are historical. They tell you what happened in the past. So how do you project the future? You look for the impact of macroeconomic events on that financial statement. So when I look at the financial statement of a company like this, I want to look at impact. So when I spot a macro data that is helping the company to surge higher, then it's time for me to buy that company stock. I'll give you an example of a current stock that is aligning with what I just shared with you right now, but it's not a buy. It has rallied higher. In short, even in our last webinar, I still mentioned the stock, and the stock is actually picking up. I see the stock going up more. Yes, there's still huge upside potential, but if you enter now, you most likely be buying hard. So I look for companies that are breaking new month high. 3-month high, 6-month high. These are companies that are moving in opposite direction. So when they see market dump, bear market does not mean all the stocks are going down. Bear market means major or a significant number of company stock are going down. Now the question is the few ones that are going up, what is happening? So how do you find the few ones that are going up? I just shared an insight with you. I use this model many times and it has worked for me. So when the overall market is down, I just focus on stocks that are hitting 1-month high, 3-month high, and 6-month high. Now, that is not enough. That is not enough. Look at the financial statement of the company to be sure that they are benefiting from macro events. Very, very important. Now, revenue, profit, and earnings per share. Because when you look at the macro events, you want to see the impact. And I like it when revenue, profit, earnings per share are growing by at least 50 to 100% to justify the positive sentiment. Remember, there is a negative sentiment in the market. People are selling. So what is that thing that will pull investor in? He has to be strong enough. He has to be strong enough. So it's like when they are pulling you down, they are pulling you down, but you have the strength to move yourself in the opposite direction. And so that single thing, that single factor that would help justify my entry on that company is that I want to see at least 50 to 100% growth. So when everybody is selling different stocks and different stocks are dumping, this particular stock is attracting positive sentiment because it's benefiting from macro events and revenue, profit, and EPS are growing by 50%. When Judas stock was surging higher, within that period, go and check their results. Go and check their results before we saw the market peak. The Australian stock went from 30 naira to reach a high of 168. Do you know what was responsible? Go and check. We had entered the stock earlier. And then when I saw the market going down, and I saw Judas breaking into new high, 1-month high, 3-month high, and 6-month high, and all the fundamentals were intact, it was easier for me to go in. So whenever the market is going down and everybody's selling, focus on stocks that are breaking into 1-month, 3-month, and 6-month high. Those type of stocks are attracting more demand. Buyers are interested. Buyers are still surging. Nobody wants to sell that stock because it's looking like it's different from others. I just talked about Guinness, Julius Berger. The next one is Guinness right now. Yes, the market is looking like it's going down. While I'm not completely saying that we are in a bear market or the market structures and all that, but Guinness is surging higher. Guinness has broken 1-month high, 3-month high, 6-month high. And then go and check Guinness fundamentals right now. So if I go by my technical analysis of Guinness right now, Guinness looks like a stock that might touch the previous high of 280. If the fundamentals, go and check the fundamentals of Guinness as I speak. Look at Guinness, how it broke out of a major key level. We had entered Guinness. For those in my community, see, that's why I usually say that my YouTube channel is designed to educate you. Not just educate you, use real companies scenario, use charts, pattern, event, like event you can relate with to educate you. But when it comes to entry, if you join our community, you will take the timely entry. During our webinar, I still mentioned that Guinness has huge upside potential. So here I want to talk more about it. Look at Guinness stock. My next key level target on Guinness is 280. Because look at the financials of Guinness released so far. Let's look at the financials of Guinness. Let's to explain that. Let's look at the financials. You know, understanding the market from different perspectives makes a lot of sense. Don't let your knowledge to be limited by what you already know, and then you feel, oh, that is all and all. You must expand your market knowledge so that when we're in a bull market, you know what to do. Some of you, the only time your strategy works is in a bull market. The only time your strategy works in a bull market. When we enter bear market, problem, you are stuck. So let's look at Guinness. Look at Guinness financials. So quarter to date, revenue surged from 79 to 118. 79 billion to 118 billion. Gross profit from 23.7 to 44. Profit from operations surged from 3.1 billion to 18 billion. Can you see that? Profit before tax surged from negative of 13 billion to a positive of 30.5 billion. For the year, surged from 6.8 billion to 9.54 billion. And then EPS 314 to 43, 314 kobo to 433 kobo. That's 3 naira to 4 naira. Now, remember what I said, revenue, profit, and EPS must be growing by at least 50% to 100% to justify the positive sentiment. That is one strength behind Guinness right now. So this is just 6 months results. From what I see here, you can see a June. We are still expecting Q3. Q3 will be ending in September. In just 7 days, 4 days, we should be done with Q3. Then from October, November, we should be expecting Q3 results. And one of the major macro events that had helped is FX. FX was a major problem for Guinness. FX was a major problem for Guinness. But now, the company looks like it's surmounting that challenge in 2024. So you need to pay attention to the market. Now, for example, look at the net fixed income. Net fixed income last year, finance expenses was 30.6. And then look at the drop from 30.6 billion down to 8.5. Even though there was a drop in net finance income too. But when you look at it from net perspective here, you will see that the net of this is roughly 5. 8.5 minus 3.9, probably like 5 point something. Yes. And then when you look at the net of this, 30 minus 14, this is 16. So from a negative of 16 billion down to a negative of 5, that's an improved result. So when you are buying a stock in a bear market, this type of companies defy market odds. This type of company don't respect market events. Sorry, market trend. Look at how Guinness is surging higher. If the company continue with its impressive beats, I see no reason why Guinness will not touch 280 or 290 naira per share. And we have entered Guinness right from 66 naira between September, October last year. Those that joined Glofolio platform. So understanding if stocks like this would still help you find opportunities when everybody is running away. So even if the market is bearish, I look for stocks that are beating their new month high so that I can enter. Another stock is Micure. I just talked about Micure in my last video. The same thing. When stocks are tanking, and then you look for companies that are hitting new month high, 1 month high, 2 month high, 6 month high. And not just that, when you look at their financial statements, they are benefiting from macro events, right? And they are reporting at least 50 to 100%. Go and check Micure results. Go and check Micure results. Let me see if I can get a glimpse of what Micure results is like. That is the Q2 results. I'm talking about Micure Q2 results. Now, Q2 result of Micure, here you can see how that revenue up by 164% quarterly year on year, 164% from 9 billion to 23.9 billion, from 9 billion to 23.9 billion. And profit before tax from 421 million to 3 billion. And profit after tax from 295 million to 2.1 billion, over 632%. Look at profit before tax, profit after tax, even EPS from 632% and 671%. This is Q2 results of Micure. These kind of companies do not respect market sell-off. How to buy Nigerian stocks in a bear market. There are stocks that don't respect market sell-off. No matter how the market is dumping, these guys will continue to attract demand. So first thing, look for stocks that are hitting 1 month high, 3 month high, and 6 month high. It will weed out every other stocks in the market for you. That means every stock that is dumping will not be there. Then you now begin to probe their financials. See, as simple as this strategy is, it can help you make good money in a bear market. So when you see a bear market, switch to a model that works. See, in this market, I'm very flexible. I'm very flexible. So if the overall market keep going down, now it doesn't mean that some of my stock will not go down. Definitely some will go down. It's normal. But as long as they have good fundamentals, one, as long as they were stocks I picked, there are stocks I picked at the bottom of the market. You see, despite the whole market volatility, my portfolio has not recorded significant dump because majority of the stocks I bought are already up. I've taken profits. Some of the ones I have, I bought them at the bottom of the market. So I'm not really thinking of what to sell because I bought good fundamentals, stocks with good fundamentals, stocks that are benefiting from macro events, and stocks that their downside risk is very limited. And if the market resume its uptrend, sure. And most importantly, fundamentals are solid right now. So when you are looking for stocks to buy in a bear market, remember what I just shared with you. Look for stocks that are touching new month high. These are stocks that are attracting more demand and supply. Then look at their financial statement and see if they are benefiting from macro events. And make sure revenue, profit, and EPS are growing by at least 50 to 100%. That growth, that massive growth, that monstrous growth is what is driving the positive sentiment. Because situation where other company stock are dropping and people are buying this stock, you don't want to buy a stock that is driven by pump and dump or rumor. You want to buy a stock that is delivering solid results quarter on quarter. And then with market expectation, that means that event, that macro event that is driving that stock is still there. Look at Guinness, for instance. One of the major macro events that helped the company to recover is for FX. And FX has been relatively stable this year. In short, Naira is even appreciating down to 1,480 something or 490 something. So, which means that there's tendency that Guinness stock will surge higher. That's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if Guinness reaches a high of 280 naira before the end of the year, or probably into 2026, because of the solid appreciation that we're expecting very, very soon. This is how to buy stocks in a bear market. In our next section, we'll talk about how to buy stocks for long-term investing. And I hope you got value from this particular video. If this is the first time you're watching my video or visiting my channel, kindly hit the subscription button and turn on the notification bell so that I'll give you more insights. There's a lot on this channel. There's a lot of videos that I'll be posting very soon. And if you're yet to join the Follow community, kindly go to glofollow.com/subscribe. Pick a plan that works for you. Don't forget, our 2026 stocks to buy will be coming up, section will be coming up very, very soon. And this is exclusive to members of Glofolio community. If I'm going to share on my YouTube channel, I'll just pick few, but the best of the best will be in Glofolio community. Thank you.